The 40% utility rate hike has been a shock for some residents, as you can imagine. Good afternoon, I'm Greg Warmoth.
And I'm Darlene Jones. Greg, today I went to Groveland where city leaders explained why the hike is needed to pay for a major infrastructure project that the city has been discussing since at least 2020. And we learned more about the impact to residents if the city had simply done nothing. Groveland is a growing community, and those who live here know it.
It's only a half an hour away from Disney, half hour away from Orlando. People are coming in.
City leaders told us for years the utility system has been outdated and overtaxed.
We have had multiple water main breaks, which result in residents having to boil their water for many days. And we've also seen a lot of flooding when we have a lot of rain in the area. The fix is costing the city and ratepayers $265 million.
Our normal bill has been in the 60s. I think it averaged about $65 before things went a little crazy.
And most recent bill, what are we talking?
Most recent bill topped 100.
The city provided us with a copy of this 42-page rate study that was first presented publicly back in June and approved in August. The revenue generated from the rate increase covers about 2% of the $265 million project to include 2 new wastewater treatment plants on the west side of town and upgrades to the existing plant. The city secured grants, a low-interest loan, and increased impact fees for new construction from about $7,000 to $13,000 to cover the remaining expense.
If we hadn't done both of those things, the rates would have been much higher and probably for much longer.
Groveland has hired extra workers to answer calls from residents concerned about the rate hike. But Steve Chugg told us he knows he only has one option.
If you miss paying your bill by a little bit, they're quick to turn it off. So we've got no choice but to pay it.
Well, the city is hosting a workshop on Monday to once again lay out the new rate structure and what it's paying for. And they're working with that consultant that developed the new rate structure to make sure the proposed rates provided earlier this year are in line with what customers are experiencing right now. Late fees and service terminations are suspended until they can verify the accuracy of those bills and make any adjustments should they be required.